African support and strength, inspiration and success together. Together. Shout out to shout out to my co-host always, Nick Raw Cannon. Shout out to the Cannons. What's up, Nick? And Nick, stop. I'm gonna call you and talk to you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to the crib too. But these people be playing with me, man, because I'm a custody level 1. But we ain't gonna go into that conversation again.
Not today.
That conversation is a needed conversation. I had it with some brothers last night. Brother had did 24 years. He's a juvenile lifer that came home. Shout out to all the brothers that was at Man to Man. Dr. Wilson, appreciate you, having that space open for the third iteration of it. Shout out to my brother Mill, for making me look like I do this shit out here. You know what I mean? But more than anything, just seeing that progression with that brother, his brother, our man, Maj, our brother Nas, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I move with it. Shout out to all my brothers, man. Seriously, all the brothers I know, don't know, you know what I mean? We getting some things done. I see in a lot of, I am seeing brothers trying to heal. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is ever going to be completely healed. That's just a real thing. But, percentages. I'm a percentage person. If you can get to about 75, 80%, you doing some amazing things in life. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to Nick. We going to get you back on the show. Because now the show is earlier, too. So, I got to talk to her about, does the earlier time make it more feasible for her to be back in the seat? And then I got a variety of other people coming on. We got a nice selection of guests, and you'll never run out of guests. People being able to make it at times is a different thing. I don't think anybody ever be like, I ain't going on that show. Talk to him about what, you know what I'm saying? But I think that might make it a little easier. But Philadelphia got a lot of interesting people in it, like any other place. And Philadelphia's nonprofit sector is, I talk about this a lot because it's very important for folks who are trying to get in that sector and get that experience. And I do know what we learn here because a lot of the things that we do are national movements. Like restorative justice is a national movement. PAR is a national movement. Shout out to Yas, Dr. Yasser Arafat Payne. And that John wasn't no scammer. It wasn't no scammer sending y'all that. And I do got to call both of y'all, you and Brooklyn, because I got some things going on that I'm really proud about and I happy about. And I definitely want y'all input and, see where we can go with it. I have a couple different projects coming up. I feel real excited. Like, I'm always kind of excitable anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people how I've been through all my bad days for real. So I'm not going to let anybody have me sad, mad, angry, upset for any stretch of time where it's really going to be affecting my life and how I'm moving and my health and all. I'm not doing that. And I'm not letting nobody do that to me. So, and if my stress levels because of people was going to be detrimental to my health, I would allow that shit to happen to me in jail. So I'm definitely not allowing that shit to happen to me right now. I'd have let the white man do it to me. And he tried. Like, he tried. And he's still working his magic through us. He's still working his magic through black people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not letting nobody, I'm not carrying shit for days and days and months and had that shit all stuck up in here. And now my fucking shit ain't working right. And I got diabetes or I got fucking heart disease or I'm ready to stroke the fuck out. And that's something that I do think about. Because my mom had a stroke. So it's something that I'm watching and I know it came from her stress levels. Now, that her stress levels probably led her into making decisions or eating foods that she probably shouldn't eat, partying more than she should party. I don't know. Because I talked to my mom during these stages up before she had the stroke, but I know she was dealing with a lot of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not with me. You know what I'm saying? With my other brothers and sisters, with my nieces and nephews, with some family members, with work, with her relationship status. Like, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And as we get older, we think about our mortality more, and people seem to be passing away like that in your mind. They are, but not in the way that you were. Because a person be like, yeah, 2-3 people in my family pass away. Me, I kind of look at it in the aggregate. I remember I said this to my daughter. I said, you're seeing more death because there's more people to die. You know what I'm saying? That's just a real thing. And then the other thing is you're getting coverage of these things more. You know, it was a time when a family member could have passed away in another state, and you probably wouldn't find out. Like, people will call you months later. Years later, you'll go visit them, and they be like, what's up with so-and-so? Oh, they passed away like a year ago. Or they passed away like a year. And it ain't that these people didn't give a fuck. It's like, all you had was the phone. And a landline at that. So if you didn't answer the phone once or twice, or you didn't leave nothing on my answer machine, or you didn't have my number to call me, then I wouldn't find out. And it wasn't because I didn't fuck with you like that. It's just time, space, and means of being able to communicate were different. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody could text you. Facebook could tell you when somebody passed away. You getting a list of people passed. You getting a list of birthdays, births, you know what I'm saying, and death. You getting a list of it. Every time somebody passed away, it's being posted. It's on loop. So you seeing death in a way that you haven't seen death before. What's going on? Kuna Nini and Dugu. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my shit tight again, too. I used to be a lot better with the Swahili and all that. You know what I'm saying? Even speaking Spanish, like, that's one of my 2 biggest disappointments in myself during the amount of time that I did. I should be able to speak Swahili and Spanish fluently. But, you know, I was on some other shit. But that's one of my, you know, when people say, you got regrets? Yeah, I got regrets. I know it's all fly to be like, oh, I had no regrets. I live my life without regrets. Okay. I don't disagree with that. That's your thing. But I have some. You know what I'm saying? I do. It's decisions that I've made that I regret those decisions. And there's nothing wrong with saying that I do. And trying to move my life in a way where I won't make that decision again. Because I do believe that I have a lot of control over my life, if not all. I'm not going to leave it up to chance. I know everybody, you know, it was God. That was God. God made that possible. Like, you didn't do that. That was God that did that. Listen, I believe in the universal source of power. I feel like I know it to be fact. You know what I'm saying? That it is something bigger, greater than all of us. Will I sit here and tell you I know exactly what it is? I will not lie to you. If you want to hear somebody be real arrogant, tell me you know exactly who God is. And I know people going to disappoint. A lot of people not going to like this. They going to disagree with me. I know who Jesus is. You can't tell me. But even what you saying is figurative because you really didn't sit down and have a conversation with this person. You may have felt like you were connected and you're talking to God. And I don't take that away from you because I feel like that's true. Everybody has their own personal relationship with the Creator. Why? Because the Creator is running through every part of who you are. Atoms might be God. Since the same base atoms is in everything in existence, and then when they resonate at different frequencies, they start shifting and turning into other things. So I don't know, you know. So anyway, I'm not one of those people who say I live my life without regrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people to say that the way that my life turned out, where I'm at right now, is how it was supposed to be. I don't necessarily believe that because I know things happen that change your trajectory, and if had you put other things in it, the trajectory would have been different. And for all intents and purposes, it was supposed to be how it, like when you have a child, right? The child, you can't have a child without a man and a woman. You can't. It's impossible. It doesn't happen. So the premise, if not the culture or the real idea or the actual thing, or if anybody even gives a fuck, but I know that's not true, the mom and the dad is supposed to be there, right? And it's been proven that if mom and dad is there and working in a certain way, and then I don't believe the 2-parent home thing either. I think it gives you a better opportunity than a 1-parent home, but I believe in 2 and a possible. Can we get 2 parents and a grandparent? 2 parents and a friend, a good girlfriend or a good homie, you know what I'm saying? 2 parents and an aunt, you know, an older sibling, something. But you need more people for what? For the village, because that's what everybody wants. It takes a village, and it really does. it takes a collective. I don't even want to say a village anymore. Because every time I say it takes a village, for me, it goes back to Hillary Clinton telling us an African proverb that we already know. And she don't, and this is the other thing about that, and I don't want to get lost in it. She's so vicious. She understands that that's the thing that's going to work out for y'all. And I know y'all not going to take this in like I'm telling y'all, but I also know that this is how we attack y'all and keep y'all in a space where this white woman who is vicious, look Hillary up, vicious, is telling black people, black women in particular, it takes a village. This white woman who created the circumstance, one of, and keeps it going to why that statement is even necessary. Like, this how deep you gotta look at this shit. This bitch understands that her existence is the reason why she has to tell black people an African proverb about the village is how we solve everything. And you have black people, Hillary Clinton said to take, Hillary Clinton ain't say that shit, our ancestors said it. And cause that bitch know you don't know no better, she said it to you, now you telling everybody, Hillary Clinton said it takes a village to raise a child. But at the same fucking time, that bitch running around calling our boys super predators. But I'm gonna leave that alone. We're not gonna go too far into that. You know the African proverb, so you understand why these young men are out here the way they out here, but you would step up there and be like, they're super predators. Get them. Kill them. It's okay for him to die. Send him to jail. It doesn't matter how old they are. Who cares? He's 12. He's a super fucking predator. And you hear people talking like that right now about these same babies 30 years later, 20 years later. I thought it took a village. All y'all was running around talking about Hillary said it takes a village. But I digress. But don't try to kill these young boys because they wearing masks. I'm going to say that. Please don't kill our babies because they wearing masks. All right? Anybody that's listening? Don't allow anybody to kill our babies because they wearing masks. All right? I'm just saying. It's a lot of shit going on. The mask is not necessarily the problem. But, so, and I lost my train of thought that quick.
What's the problem then?
We have somebody on the show who doesn't want to be seen. So it's okay. I feel great today too, though. It's some nut shit happened to me because I'm a custody level 1. You know what I mean? It's some nut shit that happened to me because I am a custody level 1. I got talked to a certain time. I didn't get talked to crazy. We was having a conversation, but it's like, you know how people be talking to you like they don't think you understand where they coming from, why they saying the shit they saying, and they just keep talking to you like you don't know what the fuck going on. So it's just like, all right. And then I don't have the ability, because I am a custody level 1, to tell this motherfucker, you a fucking buckeye, you a fucking sellout, you need to go read some books, you need to get your life together. Because
what book should be read?
It's a lot of them. So anybody that's in sports, you want to put your kids in sports, you're in sports, you're a black person, your parent, brother, whoever, you think sports is a good idea, that's going to tell you you're wrong. Not necessarily going to tell you you're right. It's how you using it to benefit the child or whoever's in it. But $40 Million Slave is a great book to read if you in sports. If you in the criminal justice system, and that book is a very dense book, subject matter wise, detail wise, but a very easy read. William Roden did a very magnificent job writing $40 Million Slave. So that's a great one. And if you sports, it gives you the history of sports as it pertains to black folk. So if you want to understand sport, you want to understand sellout culture, what that really is, because it's a real thing and we don't talk about it enough. Buckeyeism. You trying to play both sides. When you in the room, you want to be black, but then when you got your uniform on, you the uniform, and you treating black people fucked up. But then when the white people on your job treat you fucked up, you want to talk to the black people you treating fucked up about the white people. That's fucked up. No, you. Not what I just said. You, the person who does that, Buckeyeism, sellout shit, you're fucked up. And you need a lesson in the shit that you're doing. Or you understand and you don't care because there's a certain level of power, privilege, control that comes. You can get your shit off, whatever it is. CEOs is real vicious with this too. This is a lot going on. And then most of them didn't know what they were dealing with because they don't have any historical base. They just got a job. And you niggas is getting locked up. And why you mad at me? Because you getting the fuck locked up. And I'm working a job, taking care of my family. So we can talk about that. But Buckeyism is a real fucking thing. Sellout shit is a real thing. Niggas is doing sellout. And it's a lot of motherfuckers in this day and age who really understand what the fuck is going on and making a decision. I'm not riding with you niggas. I want whatever money that the white man is going to give me. However much I got to sell out, don't matter. What I got to do to get the money don't matter. It don't. Do anything to me. Like, no, this is how niggas really be. But they be thinking, I was just talking to somebody too. I was like, yo, the shit that these guys and women are doing to get money, prestige, white people prestige, because it ain't prestige to me, nigga. So to get money, prestige, to be seen, to be heard, a certain level of privilege, whatever it is, because we come from such a depressed situation that was created like that, a motherfucker might be willing to do a lot of shit to get out of that depressed situation. Now, the example that I use, I'm usually very vulgar on the show, and I don't care. In a lot of places, I can be vulgar at times, and I don't care because I want the emphasis to be felt. But I'm not going to be as vulgar as I was when I was having this conversation. But what you did in the room, that dastardly deed that you did in the room, if you did it in the 1980s, we might not know until right now. But if you did that shit in 2010, niggas is going to find out. Because we live in snitch culture. Everybody want to tell they fucking business, and it ain't the help heal themselves. Because some of us is like, yo, I ain't dealing with this shit no more. I'm going to talk about it. Because I need to sit in it, and I need to work my way through it. Majority of you motherfuckers is telling this shit, one, because y'all trying to get some type of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You trying to get away with something. You trying to get people to treat you a certain way. Sympathy. But not even sympathy, because you trying to get the fuck over. You don't want sympathy. You know it's something that people are usually sympathetic for, so you using it as a fucking strategy and bargaining tool to help people appease, to make people appease you. And if you say anything, if I can see it, and I say, come on, man, the first thing people gonna say is, come on, you can't do that with people's trauma. Everybody figure shit out at a different level. Yeah, they might have did, but they need help. And it's like, bro, at some point you gotta be like, yo, stop fucking playing. Either you gonna get real help, and that's what it's about, or you playing with people. And we have a culture when you could tell people the worst things happen to you, and motherfuckers is not trying to get help. They trying to get over. And that's even something that was created by the system for it to go down like that. So, anyway, you put people in these extreme situations, like where we come from. Crack is an extreme situation, y'all. Living through it, using it, selling it, living in the neighborhoods where it was sold, all of that shit, that's extreme. And it's real proof to show how extreme it was. I remember I seen something on BET, and I'm not saying this is all factual, and that's Blink Entertainment Television, not Black, Blink. Always been Blink Entertainment Television, because that wasn't a representation of black people at no times. And that's another beautiful thing about William Rhoden's book. He talks about people like Kevin Johnson and how they use race to be accepted by white folks and make money. Never gave a fuck about anything going on with black folk for real. I just know if I call it black because we have that going on in this country, it's a certain level of people that's going to support it just because. And that's how the game, that was a sellout move. He used real black pain, black death, black issues in these boardrooms to force these white folks to help put him in a certain position, to make money off of his people. And then what the white man do? When you thought you was one of them, just when you thought you had $1 billion, you thought you was free, didn't you? You thought you could do whatever you want. You tried to buy an airline. That's what a lot of people don't know. That's the reason why you got to read books. You try to buy an airline, and you know what the good old boys told you? Nigga, you're not one of us. Don't you know we got to vote you into this shit? It don't matter how much money you got. You not one of us, and you don't got no real fucking money. So this is what we're going to do for you. Go buy a plantation. And he went and bought a basketball team. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't. But Bob Johnson wanted an airline, and white men told him, you're not one of us. You played black people real efficiently. That was dope. It's one of our moves. That's how we get y'all. But you can't come in here with us, though, because you're not one of us, nigga. What you need an airline? You gonna make it soul plane, nigga? Ain't that what you gonna do? Nut ass nigga, and he is a nut ass nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money he got. These niggas is nut ass niggas with money. That's what they are. Stop trying to make excuses for niggas because you like their music. They got money. You aspire to be this. The niggas is who they is. And I gotta get on the hip hop joint too. How the fuck did the hip hop industry, whatever the fuck that is, how did they get the conscious rappers to do drill music against each other? This is wild to me. And we're actually watching this shit. Me too. I'm listening to it. I used to be a Kendrick fan. I didn't stop being a fan on this go around. But he burnt me out a couple albums ago. Faked me out real good. I admit it. I was like, damn, we finally got one that's really conscious and really like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna be out here in the real pub. And this is shit about him that just makes me mad personally. He said something one time that made me understand that he really understood his whole position and that whole thing about, I want to hide from this, I don't want to do this. He said, y'all let a conscious nigga go platinum. So what that tells me is he knew the type of music that he was making, who it was appealing to. You thought you got a up when you start selling records, even though you're a conscious artist. Because what? Conscious artists don't sell. They not supposed to sell because they talk about conscious shit. They let you sell. And you went with that shit. And then you want to tell us all this other shit about how, nah, I don't, because they all say the same thing. I'm not the role model. I'm still learning. I'm just talking. I'm just giving y'all the art and all this shit. No, nigga, you taking a position. Because if you a conscious artist, you talk about certain shit, political shit, racial shit. That's what you talk about. That's what a conscious artist is. So you know exactly what the fuck you talking about. So you can't stand down. You can't. You can't stand the fuck down. You gotta always be in the forefront with this shit. Do you get to find time to find some safe space? Yes. But you can't turn against this shit because people already believe that's who you is. And their lives are dependent on you telling the right story. And keep being honest about this shit. And giving them something to fuck to believe in. But then you want to tell me about fucking white bitches in Copenhagen. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. But anyway, Cole gracefully bows out. So this super masculine, hyper masculinity shit that y'all talk about, the nigga decided he ain't want to be a part of that. Cause I'm a conscious rapper for real. Fuck I'm talking about shooting Kendrick Lamar for. Or Drake. How that make any sense? How we talking about gang activity and all that? Y'all niggas is conscious artists. The last of motherfuckers who was able to have a platform and tell some real stories to us. So Cole, he bows out. That's cool. I respected it. And his fan base gonna respect it. It's like, damn, why would you want to get involved in something like that? That don't even make sense. And you talking about shooters and all that shit. And I'm sure you got shooters from North Carolina, Virginia, wherever. But I don't want to hear about it as it pertains to Kendrick Lamar, bro. That don't even make sense. Think about the artists who they got talking about shooting and killing each other. And the gang members that they deal with. And this is the other shit that I don't respect. Don't tell me shit that you already knew. And because you going through it with somebody now, you want to let everybody know. Because niggas do that shit all the time too. You been knew this information about Drake if he really is a pedophile. You ain't been told us. Like niggas need to miss me with that shit because we always do that. You get mad, then you want to tell stories. Shit you been knew. If you really gave a fuck, you would have been let us know all them niggas is fake. They all on weird shit. They all fucking young girls. They all doing it, bro. But now that you mad at this man for whatever reason, or y'all playing a game on TV, because this is something for us to talk about. Somebody got an album coming out or something. I don't know. But I'm just gonna tell y'all my perspective on it. And I don't want y'all to go listen to no music for it. But you can.
I was.
You can. No, for real, because that's a problem with us. When you comfortable, you know all of these fucking secrets. You know all of this shit that's detrimental to a whole bunch of people that look like you. And then when something happens that you don't like, or somebody check you, or somebody say something about you, or somebody expose something, now you want to tell everybody shit. Now you want, yeah, he was doing this and he was doing that and they did this. Why you couldn't been tell us? We been needed to know that information. If you telling me that this man is a pedophile, that means over the time that you knew that he was a pedophile, somebody baby got touched. That's what I'm trying to understand. But it only became a problem when he started talking about your family. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that.
And how did this feud start? Because I
don't even fucking know, because I don't really be listening to the shit like that no more. Like hip hop, I love hip hop, and I listen to hip hop. I listen to a lot of shit, but like the pop culture type, what they doing, who they wild, like I don't care about none of that.
It has his promo for his show.
Who, Cat Williams?
So I was like, oh, that was just an entire.
Yeah. So and my thing, I respected that move, but then I had to always remember what they do. I had to remember, if you knew this information all of this time, you're Cat Williams. You didn't have to go on Club Shay Shay, whatever the fuck that is, because I don't even watch that shit. And it was a time when I kind of paid attention to Shannon Sharp a little bit when he was fucking around with Skip Bayless and all that shit. But then I had to always remember, if you was really the dude that was on this shit like this, you would never even had done a show with Skip Bayless. See, that's the shit I be having to remember. You wouldn't even be on Fox, because they wouldn't want your ass on there. You wouldn't be on CNN or ESPN. If you was really about our people all the way, I ain't saying you don't love black folk or some black folk, but you love your comfortability even more. You love that house and that car even more than black people, because you don't got to see all of them. I don't know what's really going on with all y'all. This is statistics to me, numbers and shit. I just hear people talking about it, see some videos. I don't got to really be down there with y'all to see what's going on. And my family members that's down there, I been stop fucking with them niggas. Because I was told them niggas gonna pull you back down. They just want shit from you. They poor. And you the closest thing to money. Why wouldn't they? See, y'all say a nigga a bag, same reason why a nigga a rob. It's coming from the same place. So instead of me going out and robbing somebody and knocking them over the head, my cousin Stephen A got all this money. I might as well try my luck. Like, people be like, why would they at? Because they poor. Fuck you mean? Poor people got audacity of shit all the time. Because they poor. Going back to the whole fucking sellout shit. What is a motherfucker willing to do for some comfortability after he been through the shit that we've been through as black folk in America and still going through? You see it all the time. Motherfuckers will sell their soul for a little bit of comfort because they believe the illusion. That makes their struggle feel even more painful. What the fuck do it feel like I'm living on 18th and Master in the 80s watching Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous? What do that do to a motherfucker? They know. Because you aspire. And then you know what they did? They made the black version. You know what the black version of the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous was? For the black people that really get your ass. So you can see people that look like you, yeah. Cribs. Cribs was. That was how because it's a disconnect with the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, because everybody they showing you don't look like you. So it's like, I aspire to that shit, but that ain't something we can actually get. So that might make me chill on my foundational shit, on what I'm trying to build, to not be living in this stressful, poverty-stricken, racial, capitalistic situation, right? But if I put a black person there, it makes it seem more tangible. I can get that money that Ludacris got.
Isn't that the hope, though?
In capitalism, yes.
So what are we? Yes. What are we working towards?
We're working. What
towards, are black people working?
Black
towards?
people. These are the things. One, we need to get back to our way.
Mm-hmm.
Take what you need. Leave the rest. It's not I. It's we. Everything is groupthink. It's about how do we make sure that our nation, our community, our village, our clan is good as a whole. How do we work towards making sure the whole group is good? Because when you do that, just by natural progression, the individuals within that group are going to be fine. You see it all the time with people's cooperative economics. You laugh at Mexican folks, because they're not the only ones that do it, for having 10 people living in a house. And then you think about the math and you say, oh shit, you do this for a year, we could buy one of these people a house. do it for another year. We could buy the second person a house or get them their own place to stay. Everybody is able to save money because there's 10 of us in here. Right now it's tight and that's cool. But each one of us got $500 a week coming in the house. 10 of us. $250 a week. 10 of us. So y'all got $2,500 coming in that house a week. $10,000 a month. What we doing now? The house generates $10,000 a month because there's 10 people in here. So we pay the rent. They probably live in a 3-bedroom. They ain't even gonna get a 6-bedroom. 3-bedroom, probably paying $1,100, $1,200. Landlord, they'll move anywhere because it's 10 of them, so they protect it. And we don't gotta never worry about the landlord about shit because we gonna fix everything ourselves. We sharing how we buy our food. We sharing our protection. We sharing our savings. How you gonna tell me each one of those people are not gonna be able to be taken care of by this group in a very efficient way? And you talking about $10,000 a month? That's $100,000 a year. And we all know. I just said these people are making $250 a week. That's a part-time job. They ain't even gotta spend all this time working for real. But they do. That's how they do a job and do contracts. We gonna clean shit. We gonna clean shit out. We gonna landscape shit. We gonna construct shit. And whenever you need a team of motherfuckers to jump on something and get it done in 5 days, we gonna do it. Cause we all live together. Nigga, you gotta get up. We all gotta get, I ain't gotta call, yo, bro, you gonna meet me there? Yo, I gotta come pick you up. See, this is how this is how I'm working to get, like, y'all thinking it's all these people in the house, they gonna be arguing, I ain't gonna be able to have company. Y'all think about individual shit. That's how the house be fucked up. Cause the niggas is in there in a house full of people thinking like individuals and wondering why the house is dysfunctional. You're worrying about, damn, it's 10 of them. I can't live like that. It motherfuckers gonna be eating up all the food. You're thinking like a fucking individual. They thinking it's 10 of us. We never gonna not have food in here. You got 10 people leaving out every day to bring food back. How we gonna ever starve? It's not gonna happen. So like I said, you got people sharing in the money, sharing in the protection, sharing in the security of wherever we live, sharing in the money that we're making. And what I mean by that is working together. Either you work over there, I got you, you work over there. Matter of fact, you gonna work over there, you need some help because we can get that shit done quicker if I come over there and help you. I don't have no job today, but you do. So it's 2 of us gonna work on this job. We gonna take the same pay, but we might be able to get 2 jobs a day instead of 1 because it's 2 of us. There go that group shit again. See, what would have took you all day and I'd have stayed at the crib like, I don't have nothing to do today. I'm off. Everybody else in the house, I'm in the house by myself, I'm loving it. Barely got the house to myself. And what you do? Use electric, use gas, use water, use food, and that time that you was in the house by yourself. Probably fuck some shit up. People gonna have to clean up later. But y'all could have got 2 jobs done if you would have went to work with them, because that's how they think. I'm almost certain when motherfuckers leave the house, everybody leave. You gonna figure this shit out today with 10 people. So what we need to do is, 1, get back to our way. Take what you need, and the way is take what you need and leave the rest. And it's always about the group. Because if we make sure we got a system to make sure the group is together, the individuals are going to be great. Because they got 10 people working in concert to make sure each one of those people are okay. The shit really be kind of basic, but more importantly, integrity, accountability, principles, morals, values, dignity, responsibility, honor, pride. That's what we need to get back to. That those internal riches are what we need to be promoting to our kids. You can get the bag with some fucking some centering about yourself. That ain't the word I wanted to use, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Have some fucking character. A lot of this shit'll get dumb easy if we start digging back into those internal riches. Be responsible, man. Be accountable. Have some fucking integrity. Have some dignity about yourself. Have morals and values. I don't even hear people asking that question of people no more. So what is your moral code? Do you have morals and values? Do that even mean any, like, what do that, do you even know what it means? Do It's like you gotta go back to this shit like integrity. What is it? What is it? Dignity. What is it? A sense of pride, being prideful. It's not as negative as y'all let the religion tell y'all pride was the worst thing in the world. I have pride in the things that I do because I have integrity and dignity. I take pride in them because they're steeped in my integrity. My word is what it is. My consistency is what it is. That's my integrity. That's my dignity. What I say I'm going to do, 9 times 10, I'm going to do it. And I did not do it because I just said, fuck you. Listen.
It's PSA.
This is PSA.
Service announcement.
Philly service announcement.
3 p.m.
4 p.m. now.
Glockaware Radio Station.
Glockaware Radio. Shout out to Toot.
The Assist.
The Assist. African Support and Strength, Inspiration, and Success Together.
Nick Raw Cannon.
Raw Cannon. Shout out to all the cannons.
Executive Miles.
My man. The exec. Good looking too, bro. I appreciate you. You already know what I'm talking about.
And I love black people.
I love black people. Carlitos. Hey, yo. That's what we doing out here. I'm out, man. Y'all enjoy this summer, man. We going to have a great summer. Motherfuckers going to be outside, cooking up, celebrating, loving on each other. Make sure y'all wear fucking condoms, though.